what you call live. What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It is your boy West Coast, along with Henny the Moore, my blood relative, man, and we are out here ready to give you guys your Cowboys content for Tuesday night. Tuesday night, you guys already know Tuesday night. Henny the Moore and West Coast are always going to bring you guys the best of the Cowboy content that we can bring. You feel me? So I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and everybody that's decided to stop by and give your boy West Coast an opportunity to win your business, your Cowboy business today. So we're gonna be on here for about an hour and a half, man. I need everybody right now, no matter where you're watching at, I need everybody right now to hit that share button, and I need everybody right now to hit that star button. You feel me? Everybody hit that share button and then hit that star button. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, yo, man, let's see what we got in the building so far, man. Y'all say hello. Say hello to West Coast. As I say hello, y'all say hello to me. I'm gonna say hello to you back. Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook too, man. So we had ourselves a good game last night, and Cowboys got the dub. I know a lot of people are extremely ecstatic and happy about that. And guess what? We are about to talk about it tonight. We're about to talk about it tonight in all of its totality. So make sure you guys continue to tap in with us, and let's get it, man. Let's get it. But Henny, man, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm holding on, man. How you making it?
Shoot, I'm good, man. Like I'm good. Like we literally went from freaking fourth place to freaking second place overnight. So, we went from the fourth worst team. We went from being looked at as the worst team in the division to now we second in the division, only one game away out of first place. So, I ain't gonna lie, I woke up good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a long season, but if it ended today, we will actually be in the playoffs. So that's a beautiful thing. You want to always stay right there in competition, throughout the course of the season. So that's a good spot to be in.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. So, yo, man, we got some very important people that's watching. We got some very important people that's gonna be watching tonight. I need you guys. I need all of you guys right now. If you're watching right now, I need you guys to hit that share button. Show West Coast that you're actually watching. Let us know that you're watching right now. Hit that share button, and then also I need you guys that are watching also to hit that star button. If you're watching on Facebook, it's called stars. If you're watching on YouTube, it's called super chats. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it is all obliged, and we want to appreciate you and let you know we appreciate either way, no matter which way you decide to send, we appreciate you. You feel me? So let's go ahead and get it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here, and I'm gonna do what's called the SS. I'm basically gonna I'm gonna give a shout out to every single person that is watching that's watching the show right now. If you're saying hello to West Coast, I'm gonna say hello back to you, and then after I do that, we're gonna jump right into the content, man. We're gonna be on, like I said, we're gonna be on for about an hour and a half, man. So make sure you guys can keep up with us, because we're gonna try to go through as much as we possibly can. We're gonna try to go through as much as we possibly can as far as everything that we saw yesterday, and last night as Cowboys beat the New York Giants, man. So let's go ahead and get it. Trying to figure out where we are on YouTube. We'll find it somewhere. But yo, let's go. What's up with you guys? What's up, everybody that's in the comment box? What's up, everybody? We currently sitting at 0 stars right now. YouTube is on right now too. So you guys, if you want to send those stars, if you want to send your super chats, it is definitely on. So make sure you guys hit that over there. And I appreciate everybody that's tuning in right now. Let's go ahead and do this. Actually, let me get this up real quick. Boom. There we go. And right now, let's go ahead and there we go. Boom. All right, so yo, let's go ahead and do this SS. Let's do the stars and let's do the shares. As I say what's up to you, make sure you say your what's up to West Coast back. Don't forget that the top star giver for today is going home with a Dallas Cowboys Micah Parsons jersey. So top star giver is going home with a Dallas Cowboys Micah Parsons jersey. So make sure you guys hit that star button. Top star giver is going home with a Micah Parsons jersey. So make sure you guys hit that star button. All right, let's get it. So Ben Garcia, what's up with you, Ben? Hey, Ben, hit that share button, hit that star button, my boy. CJ Jenkins, what's up? It's my mother effing birthday. What's up, CJ Jenkins? Happy birthday, boy. Everybody in the comment box, say happy birthday to Mr. CJ Jenkins, man. How old you turn today, boy?
Happy birthday, boy.
Happy birthday, boy. Matthew Shirley, what's up, Matthew? Richie,
Hey,
Richie with the 100
NFZ, thank you
bands.
for tapping in with me, man. Appreciate you, brother.
I heard that. We got some people tapping in.
Yeah, NFZ watching live on the YouTube with me.
Yay, NFZs. What's up with you? We got the big 5'2". CJ Jenkins is 5'2" today, y'all. He 5'2", y'all. That means he's 7 whole years old. You feel me? We got T Money in the building. We got Robert Walker in the building. What up, Walker in the building? Steve, what's up, Stevie? I think it's music. I almost want to say like your name almost sounds like it's gonna say music, but it's like moves and then ski or something like that. T Money, what's up, T Money? T Money, hit that star button, boy. Hit that star button for the boy West Coast, man. Who else we got up in here? Let's see who else we got up in here. Robert Walker, what's up, Robert? Appreciate you, my boy, for tapping in. Richie, what's up with you? Antoine Beasley, what's up, sir? Jonathan Taylor, thank you, my boy. Antoine Beasley, I see you. Cole Beasley, big brother, what's up with you, man? Who else we got over here? Who else we got over here? We got some YouTubers YouTubing over here. We got OG over here on Facebook. I mean YouTube. We got John Duex Deluxe. I think that's Sean Deluxe over there. Appreciate you, Sean Deluxe. Appreciate you, my boy, for hitting that star button. And then Trina Robinson. Trina Robinson. What's up with you, Trina? Hey, Kenneth W. Tate. What's up, bro? I see you, OG. OG, triple OG. Appreciate you. And then J1 Knox. I see you over there too. Is there anybody that I missed? Anybody that I missed? If I missed you, I promise you it wasn't on purpose. It's just because you didn't say hi. You didn't share the content. You didn't actually send stars. When you don't do those things, guys, it makes it impossible for me to see you on the show. So if you want me to see you on the show, all you got to do is hit that star button, hit that share button, and I will absolutely see you and I will absolutely show you some love. So let's get it, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you haven't already, hit that share button, hit that star button. Top star givers going home with a Dallas Cowboys Micah Parsons jersey. So let's go, man. Cowboys versus Giants. Cowboys get the win. I think the whole world watched the game because it was definitely shown, Monday Night Football. So it was easy for the entire world to see. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I'm very, very proud of my quarterback. I'm proud of Cooper Rush. I'm proud of what he was able to do. The reason being, and I'm not trying to be over exaggerated. The reason why I'm saying this is because, man, you got to see it like this, man. Last night there were two quarterbacks that were playing, and you had a backup quarterback playing a starting quarterback. And at the end of the day, it was a starting quarterback who actually made the play that actually sealed the game for the Dallas Cowboys. And that was, you had a starting quarterback throw an interception. Shout out to Richie with the 100 bands. Like you had the starting quarterback actually create the fatal mistake in the game for him. So my quarterback, who was a backup quarterback, went out there and did his job, man. He went out there and he did the best of his ability. And you know what, man? That was probably the best game of Cooper Rush's career.
I mean, yeah, you can go back and compare it to the Vikings game. In the Vikings game, he threw for more yards, but he did have a turnover. He had a bunch of errant throws there. When you look at the Cincinnati game, he had a bunch of errant throws there that could have been intercepted. This was the cleanest game I've seen from Cooper Rush. I know he doesn't have a bunch of turnovers, but he did not have. I don't think he threw a single turnover worthy pass last night. I think he was very accurate, very decisive with the ball. So I want to give him his props for what he did do, man. So yeah, shout out to Cooper Rush. And hey, speaking of Daniel Jones, that boy was a first round pick, and Cooper Rush looked like the better quarterback last night. I know Daniel Jones has not been a good quarterback for the duration of his career, but it just goes to show you, man, your draft spot means absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing, man, because man, I led in with this all week. I was just very confidently saying that Cooper Rush was a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I believe it even more now. You know what I'm saying? We had the better quarterback last night. And to be honest with you, considering my quarterback is on the, is on the injured list right now, he's not able to play. That made me excited. You know what I'm saying? I think Cooper Rush made himself a lot of money last night. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, he made himself some money because I know there were some teams that were looking at Cooper Rush like, damn. You know what I'm saying? If you were to be honest with you, the team that we played, the New York Football Giants should be interested in Cooper Rush because he showed that he is better than their actual starting quarterback. So salute to Cooper Rush for doing his damn job, man. Like Cooper Rush, like sometimes, man, you just want to praise people for just coming to work and doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, my guy came to work and he did his job. He came to work and he did exactly what was asked of him. So it's like, I personally can't really get, I don't have anything negative to say about Cooper Rush. He played the game of his life. He did not he wasn't the reason why we lost this game. Yeah, he might not have been the reason why we won it, but as a backup quarterback, he could have easily been the reason why we lost it, because that's typically what happens in the world of being a backup quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, I'm happy for Cooper Rush. And more importantly, this was a real game for Cooper Rush. You want to know why? Because this is the first time where a game where a team actually was able to prepare for him. You guys got to remember, in that Minnesota game, things were a little bit easier. You want to know why? Because, man, teams did not have the opportunity to prepare for him because they didn't even know Cooper Rush was playing, man. So think
Yeah.
about this. Defenses had same amount of time that they had to prepare for Dak Prescott. And guess what? At the end of the day, Cooper Rush walks off the field with the dub. So salute to him, man. Salute to him. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Every night I always had this conversation, but I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If you, and I'm not trying to rain on Cooper Rush, and I'm not trying to like just say anything, but there are some dumb ass fans out there, and if you're a dumb ass fan that thinks that Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott, I'm just gonna say you's a dumb ass fan. You either a dumb ass fan or you've only been a Cowboy fan since 2022. Now, my cousin is looking at me because I know we were supposed to be more politically correct on the show
No,
because we're trying to grow the brand, but I had to go there. They're gonna have to find me for that one. Go ahead,
no,
cousin.
no, you're fine because I've been
Oh, I'm
arguing
fine.
with they.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
fine. Oh,
yeah, because there's something you can't do, and disrespecting my starting quarterback is one of them. And don't get me wrong, I like Cooper Rush is playing right now. He is on our team. I'm never going to drag him, say he's a bad quarterback, say he sucked, any of that. I'm going to support Cooper Rush because he is a quality backup quarterback. But he is just that. He is a quality backup quarterback. Dak Prescott was fifth in MVP voting last year. All right. He did not win MVP, but he was fifth in MVP voting last year. He received MVP votes several years of his career. He's been a Pro Bowl player multiple times. He just set the franchise record for passing touchdowns. And let's go in totality. The man has only lost 33 games in 7 years. All right. He's only lost 33 games in 7 seasons.
mm.
That's barely like 5 games a year. The guy has the fourth most wins as a starting quarterback since 2016. He's top 10 in passing yards, top 10 in passing touchdowns, top 10 in completion percentage, top 10 in QBR, all since 2016. So since he's came into the league, he's been a top 10 quarterback by every metric.
Yeah.
So for y'all to sit here and say Cooper Rush is a better quarterback than that, you're dumb. There's nothing that actually supports that. There's nothing that actually supports that. Right?
Except for your opinion.
Yeah,
Except for your opinion.
he had one bad game, and I think it's more so to do with recency bias. The last thing you saw, has a way of shaping your opinion on things. And he
That's
did play very bad last time that you saw him, and he did, not play up to his standards in the playoff game. However, over his entire body of work, he has shown that he is a better quarterback than Cooper Rush. He has beaten plenty of good teams in his time. He has an 18-24 record against winning teams. I know that does not sound good, but when you look at it, Josh Allen is like 12 or 15, 12 or 16. Justin Herbert has a losing record as a starting quarterback. Kyler Murray has a losing record as a starting quarterback. So, Joe Burrow, I know y'all like him. Overall, he has a losing record as a starting quarterback.
facts.
So, like, y'all cannot just sit here and say Dak Prescott is this horrible quarterback when he's beating most of the guys that they put over him statistically and wins wise. It doesn't make sense. Like, people have their pet cats in the media, but, like, there's not really a guy that champions Prescott in the media, so it's easy to shit on the man. But, like,
Facts.
he has done nothing to get this ire from the fan base, and it really rubs me the wrong way because of all this man has been through, and has still went out there and performed. Man lost his mother, man lost his brother, man has dealt with depression himself. His own owner, slandered him in the media during contract talks. So like he's been through a lot just recently, and then with the injuries and things along those lines. And y'all don't even think about this stuff from the perspective of this being a living human being that's going through stuff and handling things from a day-to-day basis. So you got to remember Dak Prescott is still a guy. He still is a damn good player. So I don't understand what the reasoning is behind some of this slander that man receives. He's not the best quarterback in the NFL, but like damn, he's top 10. If you're top 10 at anything, you're elite quarterback. So that's all I really have to say about the matter. We're not going to give people who down talk their own quarterback the time of day on the show for any longer. But we were going to move on forward and talk about the good things we like with the Giants.
Yeah, man, because man, I think you said it best. Like, this is the thing, like, you shouldn't even be talking about Dak because Dak can't play. So it's like, if you're saying anything about Dak right now, you're just hating. You're just hating. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude can't even play. Like, we need to focus our attention to guys who are actually playing. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about someone, because I'm gonna tell you, the more we guys talk about Dak Prescott, the more we're gonna have to talk about freaking why Noah Brown needs to be viewed as the number one receiver in Dallas. And that's just being real. Like, right. Noah Brown, like, listen to me, you guys. I'm gonna tell you this right here. The Dallas Cowboys might want CeeDee Lamb to be their number one receiver, but he's not. He's not. Do I believe he can be a number one receiver at some point? I do believe he can be a number one receiver at some point. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Noah Brown is the receiver of this point, and that is right now. That is right now. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm going to make a video tomorrow, and it's going to start calling out the disservices, man. Like, there is a disservice that they are doing to Noah Brown, a guy who has actually earned the right to get the targets and earned the right to be in the position that he is in. So since he has earned the right to do that, the Dallas Cowboys have to give him an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to give him an opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, the biggest thing right now, the biggest thing for Noah Brown right now is he's being used as a savior, man. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Yesterday, which I did not like, what I did not like from when I seen yesterday from the play calling and just their utilization of Noah Brown, is my boy Noah Brown had a ridiculous play. And guess what? He did not get the ball again the whole second quarter, man. His third play was that big play that he did for us. And then guess what? He did not get the ball again.
I think he caught the ball like 2 more times after that, but it was a very late in the game.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. He didn't get the ball again that half. And then after that, he got the ball one time in the third quarter. He got the ball one time in the fourth quarter for a total of 5 catches. And think about this, man. He was balling, bruh. Like, think about this. They actually made a cognitive decision. And I'm going to tell you, it actually worked out this time because CeeDee Lamb actually came through for us. But the Cowboys actually made a cognitive decision to go to CeeDee Lamb over Noah Brown. Like, they made that decision because it was clear, man. Like, it was super clear. Like, Noah Brown just ended up getting by the end of the game, Noah Brown, who was balling with 3 targets going into the second quarter, and in the middle of the second quarter, ended the game with 5. He caught 2 more balls. Think about this. And I'm going to tell you, man, this is actually a Cowboy thing. Like, I keep telling you guys that we have a problem where it's almost like we punish guys for playing well sometimes.
Hey, can I add something in here while we talk about Noah Brown?
Go ahead.
Amari Cooper on the season, 19 catches, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns. Noah Brown, 15 catches, 213 yards, and a touchdown. So, like, you have a guy that is giving you similar production to an Amari Cooper. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's what you're saying is, like, people on at face value might think you're crazy. But, like, when you really look at the numbers and how much he's producing, like, yeah. Like, he damn sure would be the number one receiver on the team right now. Like, look at he's averaging 14 yards a catch. You can't argue with that kind of production.
Yeah, man. So it's like, right now the Cowboys' focus needs to be, because fair football says that he should be getting the ball. Like, fair, like, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, like, that stat is like hella skewed, the stat that they use on Amari Cooper, because I'm gonna tell you what happens is this. What people will see is, like, Amari Cooper had how many yards in the first 2? How many yards did he say? How many yards? Because I saw this
219.
tweet. I saw this tweet too, and I can tell you who did it. Dan Fontaine, who wrote the tweet, and he's the king of taking stuff superly out of context. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. What the tweet doesn't mention is that Amari Cooper got most of those in the first game of the season versus the Buccaneers, and then proceeded to get 3 catches in the next 2 games. So think about that. The reason why Amari Cooper was there, not because, and I don't want us to say that Noah Brown is playing as good as Cooper, because he's nowhere near it. He's not even close. The problem is last year, Amari Cooper had his first game where he had 137 yards. And then over the next 2 weeks, they threw him the ball 6 total times.
I don't know. I think they're comparing like his 3 games.
Yeah, I know, but I know there's some. I ain't gonna call them idiots, but there's some. We traded Amari Cooper and it was a good thing. There's some people that I swear this is what they do. They attach themselves to an idea, and even when that idea is wrong, they never divorce it. Like, if you're still yelling at the Dallas, if you're still okay with the Cowboys trading Amari Cooper, like, I'm not saying you're a real Cowboy fan, but you're more like that doesn't make any sense. Like, even the people who don't agree with me on stuff agree with that. That was not a good trade. It was not a good trade. Like, there's no way that you're saying that this is a better team without him on this team. Now, praise God for Noah Brown stepping up. But, bro, let's just be real. Look what Amari Cooper is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Look what he's doing right now. So it's like, man, Cowboys, man, the number one thing, I didn't even really want to make this about Amari Cooper, but because this needs to be about Noah Brown, solely about Noah Brown. This is what I say about the Dallas Cowboys and Noah Brown. You got to give him the opportunities that he's earned. Because I'm going to tell you one thing that the Cowboys are doing to Noah Brown. They're doing exactly the same thing that they did to Amari Cooper. And that is let him make a play and then never target him again. And that's what they do. Like, to be honest with you, the Dallas Cowboys are actually being fair in how they're treating their receivers. Because this is how they treated Dez. This is how they treated Amari Cooper. This is how they're treating Noah Brown. Like, just being real, like, this is how they treat guys who play well at the wide receiver position for them. They make plays and then they go away from them. That's what they do. So it doesn't surprise me. So that's why I'm saying you might as well just put Noah Brown as your number one, because the Cowboys are already subliminally treating him like a number one receiver. So you might as well give him opportunities. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts? What are your final thoughts before I switch over, man?
Nah, man. Like, I don't even really want to talk about receiver because it's not really what we really need right now.
I don't even really exactly, bro. Like, I want to talk about running the ball so much, bro. Like, let's just jump right into it, man.
It's your bitch to and out of the defensive line. Let's talk about the shit that matters.
Exactly, man. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Like, there is nothing more important than running the damn ball right now. We can disagree and agree and disagree all back and forth, but we know one thing for sure, and that is that we can run the damn football, man. And honestly, man, listen to me, man. Cowboys look unbeatable once again when they do what? When they run the damn football, man. That's just what it is, man. We got a bunch of power stats we about to rattle off to y'all because, we like to sound really like the ends in. We like to sound all important, but listen. The real matter of fact, the real stamp is this: when the Dallas Cowboys run the ball more than they pass the ball, we win the game, bro. That's just what it is. We win the game, and we win it in a matter where you look like the better team. Like, that's the thing I love about running the damn ball. That it's not even about just like, oh, this is best for us, bro. We run the damn ball and we look like a better team. Point blank and simple. Let's talk about it.
Look about when we lose games. Like, it's never because a team comes in here and it throws the ball all around the yard. Like, we don't really get manhandled in games like that. Like, we get ran off the field, if anything. So, like, why would you not want to do to other teams what the Rams did to us? Why would you not want to do to other teams, what the 49ers did to us? Like, it's pretty much coming since football. Like, if we're worse teams than what we were at the time. Like, even that Rams team that went to the Super Bowl in 2018, we were a better team top to bottom than they were.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. Tony, my boy Benny said that Tony Pollard was the featured back. He really wasn't the featured back last night. Ezekiel Elliott was. Ezekiel Elliott was the featured back for the Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott is the one who they led the charge with, and then they brought in Tony Pollard. Like, man, Ezekiel Elliott has like, and I don't want to come off like an apologist, you know what I'm saying? Like someone that's just always defending him, but it's like, I just don't think that some of you guys like understand the things that Zeke has to do that Tony Pollard has no responsibility for doing it. He just doesn't have the same responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy because I've been saying it this right here that the Cowboys, one thing that we know for sure last night about our offensive line is that our tackles are way better than our guards. Like, that's just real. And the Cowboys, they can run. They can definitely run off that left guard. I mean, off the guard and tackle combination. But when you go guard to center, no, nothing. Nothing. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's why Tony probably don't get too many negative runs in the middle, because they don't run him in the middle at all. Like, you know what? And I'm going to tell you something. The way they use Tony Pollard in the run game almost makes me want to slap Kellen Moore, because he knows how to use Tony Pollard correctly in the run game, because they don't even have him running through the A-gap. Like, Tony Pollard is not running between the centers. He's never doing that. So it's like when I actually see them using him correctly in that fashion, it makes me wonder, like, how the hell can you not use other people correctly? Like, you can physically see that he can't do that. So guess what you do? You don't require him to do that. You know what I'm saying? You keep Tony Pollard on the ends, hitting sidelines like he always does. And that's his best trait. That's part of the reason why West Coast wants him on the edge. Like, I'm going to keep it real. I don't want Tony Pollard in the backfield at all. And I'll trade you, because if you put him at slot, he's probably going to be an all-pro. But y'all don't want to have that conversation too much, because too many people, I don't want to argue. I don't feel like arguing tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, man. Cowboys, no matter what you do, man, Cowboys need to run the ball 30 times a game, bruh. I was in a live space last night, man. People try to tell me, West Coast, it's not just about running the ball. Like, you got to run the ball effectively. You got to run the ball. You got to be creative. I'm like, bro, you got to be like that in the passing game too. Like, it's so funny, all the excuses people will use not to just say run the damn ball. Oh, man, I'm saying you can't run it. Like, you just can't run it. Just run it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can just run it just to run it. Last night, the Cowboys just ran it just to run it last night. Like, we did that. We ran the ball just to run the ball last night. And guess what? We were very, very successful. Also, I'm going to tell you something that Kellen Moore showed me last night. Kellen Moore showed me that he actually can run the ball, and that he can be creative, and that he can use the run game to set up things. So guess what that lets me know? Over the last 3 years, he's been choosing not to do it. Because go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, he showed you at the beginning of last year that he could run the ball when he wanted to. Like, you got to remember, we were like the number one rushing attack in the league, up until the Ezekiel Elliott injury. But just Ezekiel Elliott getting hurt should not have changed the dynamic. These folks, they've been I know we've been beating the table for Tony Pollard to play slot, but they always had the intention to play him as running back. Nothing was wrong with Tony Pollard's legs, so they could continue running the ball if they wanted to. They chose not to. They chose to go back to the pass heavy attack. We were averaging close to 40 pass attempts a game, and that's when we were sort of shaky. That's when we had like the debacle against the Broncos. That when we had the bad game against Kansas City. That's when we had the heartbreaking loss to the Raiders. So, like, we didn't really have a bunch of bad losses until we sort of strayed away from that running attack. But he showed that he could do it.
Yeah, man, and he showed that he can be creative with it too. You know what I'm saying? Because the Cowboys showed creation. Like, and I'm gonna tell you, the quick toss to the outside, man, that's killer, man. Because Tyler Smith is a man. He was just rumbling and bumbling, man. He was just rumbling and bumbling. Shout out to Tyler Smith, man, who made my list as one of my offensive guys who showed out last night. Now, I got to make a video about the big stars that showed out, but Tyler Smith actually made my list for one of my top guys. He said, this dude is a Zeke cheerleader. I absolutely am a Zeke cheerleader. Absolutely. As long as he's averaging 5.2 yards per carry, I'm absolutely going to be cheerleading for Zeke. So absolutely. And you got to think like this. If Zeke doesn't get those, if they don't get those 2 holding calls, Zeke gets up to about 92 yards last night. Cowboys actually should have had 2 running backs go over 100 yards. But remember, Zeke got on one of his was it 9-yard run or 8-yard run? One of his big runs, he got called back because of a holding call. 2 runs he had an 8-yard one called back, and if I'm not mistaken, he had like a 6-yard one called back because of holding. So yeah, man, Zeke is still that dude, bro. Like Zeke is to that dude. What you find is you just have fans that don't understand that just because you use a spoon to handle stuff that eats with a spoon, that a fork, like you guys will use a spoon and be like, oh, that fork is useless. Like I've never seen so many Cowboy fans that literally will pick up a spoon, use the spoon, and be like, oh, the fork is useless. Throw the fork away. The fork is not useless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the fork is not useless. I'm not sponsored by Zeke. I'm sponsored by Common Sense. Like I be asking, did you guys see him run last night? Did you guys see him? And I'm gonna tell you guys, this is the thing that you guys, the real problem is when I say running back, the only thing that most fans think is running back. That's it. But if you don't actually understand that there's more that entails than just running the ball, then you would understand why we like Ezekiel Elliott and why he's able to do the things that he's able to do. And that's just facts. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, let me answer Craig's thing. He asked, why did we throw the ball on that 3rd and 1? Mike McCarthy actually answered that.
What did he say?
He says when we're calling the plays, there were always a run and a pass called. He said it was actually Cooper Rush's decision to throw the ball on that 3rd down.
Okay, I don't like that decision. Zeke is explosive. What are you talking about? He had 6. Bro, y'all need to just stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it with the explosive stuff.
An explosive run, run is anything over 5 yards. He had a 12-yard.
Just stop it. You like listen to me.
Run. He had an 8-yard run. He had multiple runs that will be considered.
Thank you, bro. Stop it with the explosive crap. Stop it. Stop it. No, he didn't have a 47-yard run last night, but he had like a 20, he had like a 19, 18-yard run last night, and he had several runs over 5 yards. So just stop it with the explosive stuff. Just stop it. Like, just stop it. Y'all kill me with that.
Y'all play Madden. Y'all expect these folks to hit their head on the goalpost. Like Derek Henry not even doing this stuff this year.
40 yards.
Jonathan Taylor not even doing
this shit right Listen to me, Benny. 40 yards are not exclusive or not explosive because there's rarely even having 40 yards. Like, bro, there's rarely running backs to even an explosive play for a running back is any play over 5 yards. Like, and that's straight up true. Like, y'all just got to stop, man. And I'm going to tell you this right here. Even if Zeke ain't explosive, what you guys consider, Zeke is good at what we use him for. And that's the point. That's the point. Because Tony Pollard can do things that Zeke can do, and Zeke can do things Tony Pollard can do. And I'm going to tell you guys the love affair that we need to have is that we have them both on the same team. That's the love affair that we need to have. Is that we have them both on the same team. I'm not looking at no Ohio State fan. I don't give a damn about no Ohio State fan. Ohio State film. Bro, that dude is, listen, I didn't even have kids when he was at Ohio State. I don't care about that. Like, y'all be talking about a bunch of stuff. Like, y'all just be trying to find stuff to argue about. Who gives a damn if Zeke is better than Tony Pollard and Tony Pollard is better than Zeke? As long as they're both black and on the same team, I don't give a damn. I don't care. Like, you guys literally try to find stuff to argue about every day. Like, it does not matter because they're both on the team and they're both getting used. Doesn't matter, man.
This my point though. Like, they are both on the team. They are both on the team. You can use them both.
To some fans, that's their whole argument. Like, they don't know. They can't talk about if the linebackers play good. They can't talk about if the defensive line play good. The only thing they can talk about is Zeke is better than Tony, or Tony better than Zeke, or Dak Prescott better than Cooper Rush better than Dak. That's the only thing they can talk about, bro. Are you guys' powers only limited to that, or can you use them for other things? That's all I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Can we use those for other things? As long as Zeke and Tony Pollard are on the same team, who cares? Use them both. But I will say this. Tony Pollard last night, you know what he proved to me? That he needs to get moved to slot. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm never going to let that go. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. When Tony Pollard goes to his next team and he becomes that dominant Deebo Samuel guy that I knew he could be, that's when you guys will be like, oh, yeah, I see what he's talking about. Oh, yeah, I see what he's talking about. Yeah, I see what he's talking about. I see what he's talking about.
And then folks talk about Zeke at Ohio State. We had a guy on the show that lives in Memphis sat here out his mouth and told you that this man was playing receiver at college, and y'all still holler about running back.
Brad, it doesn't matter. Listen to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They were still
If
holler
you
about
think,
running
listen
back.
to me. If you think Tony Pollard is better than Zeke, good. Get a run the damn ball hat. If you feel that confident about it, do you ever run the damn ball hat? Because if you're not, you just talking. I don't give a damn. You think Tony Pollard's better? I don't. Congratulations. Do you ever run a damn ball hat? Because I'm just saying, all y'all folks that be swearing up and down that Tony Pollard is listen, you should have a run the damn ball hat. Like, where's your hat at? Because you shouldn't, because that's what you need to be yelling. You need to run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. It don't matter. Because I'm gonna tell you, it really doesn't matter. The stats say that the Dallas Cowboys are what are we, like 29-0 when the Dallas Cowboys run the ball more than we pass? Currently, right now, the Dallas Cowboys are 12-0 when we rush for more than 25 yards. I mean, 25, not 25 yards, 25 attempts. Like, bro, I don't really give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Just run the damn ball, y'all. I don't care. Just run the damn ball. I scream and holler for Zeke just as loud as I scream and holler for Tony Pollard. I scream and holler as long as Tyler Pollard, just as loud as I scream and holler for Zeke. I don't care as long as they run the damn ball. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yo, what's your last thing?
Nah, man, just like as long as they, like you said, as long as they're running the ball, I don't care. Because you know what I'm saying, like Ezekiel Elliott is effective for what we want. He's a power back. Tony Pollard really should be playing slot, but he's more of, when he is a running back, he's more of a scat back and can take the edge with the speed. So like you have a two-headed monster. Because you really don't want. You got to think about it. You really don't want Ezekiel Elliott running 40 yards down the field, and you really don't want Tony Pollard pass blocking. So like they complement each other very well.
Facts.
So
God, say that again, bro. You be talking too fast, bro. Like every now and then, I ain't gonna say every now and then because I ain't gonna disrespect him, but like every now and then, my cousin will really say some like he really say some ish, bro. Like every now and then, he really say some ish. Like you just said some ish. Go ahead and repeat that one more time, man.
No, I'm just saying you really don't want Ezekiel Elliott running 40 yards down the field, and you really don't want Tony Pollard pass blocking. So you have guys that complement each other. Their games complement each other great. So like there are things that Tony Pollard does that Zeke can't do, but there's damn sure things as a complete running back that Zeke does that Tony can't do. Because he can't he can't do blitz pickup. He's not going to run through the middle of defense. He's not going to wear defense out with his running style. So like you have complementary backs. You should be thankful for that.
Facts. Like we finally have what we really needed and always needed. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. For as much as I want to run the ball, you're gonna need two running backs. That's why West Coast was so all in on drafting Jonathan Taylor. You guys remember, I was actually on board with drafting Jonathan Taylor 2 years ago in the third round. Want to know why? Because I want to run the damn ball. What do I think is the perfect setup for Ezekiel Elliott and carries? Zeke needs to have between 15 to 20 carries. And I'm going to be honest with you, give the ball to Tony Pollard 10 times and throw him 10 passes. That's perfect for Tony Pollard. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If Tony Pollard gets 10 passes thrown at him a game, he's going to score every game.
And this is
I have think about this. I have more faith in that. I actually have more faith in Tony Pollard scoring on a pass than I actually do on a run play. Because on a run play, you literally got to outrun some folks. You really got to get some good blocks. Listen to me. On a pass play, all he got to do is get open. He get open, and guess what? Go dance on them fools. Like my son say, what do you do when someone gets in front and we dance on them? You know what I'm saying? We dance on them. Tony Pollard was blocking, but he was not blocking as the lead blocker. Nor was he on blitz pickup. No, he was not. So yeah, we did see him blocking on passing, but he was not picking up blitzes.
And look, we seen him fail at it too. Week 1, I know we're a couple games away, but we are not going to sit here and act like Tony Pollard did not get that blown up a couple of times. So that's
that's like this is the thing though. Like, bro, I don't have to tear down Tony Pollard. I don't have to tear down Tony Pollard to make him, I don't have to tear him. Like Tony Pollard has things that he's really, really good at. And the things that he's really, really good at is getting inside space. He is a guy. He is what you call a space eater. When he
And
gets in space, you have to have multiple guys around him to stop him, because if not, he's gonna eat up that space, bro. And once he's on top of you, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I say keep Tony Pollard in his strength. His strength is the space. You know what I'm saying?
and
Like
we
that's
don't.
his
And
strength.
other teams don't really have these conversations because like Alvin
Another team
Kamara.
would just be using him, bro. Another team would be using him like Debo. Like that's what another team would be doing.
No, I'm just saying, like you got look at other teams that run two back systems. Look at Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. They aren't talking about who's better. Like hell, they both play. They both play damn good together. They don't have this conversation with Aaron Jones and Dylan up there in Green Bay. Like hell, they both are good backs. They both do different things when they're on the damn field. Like we can I don't understand why our fan base can't just enjoy both running backs.
Because they're
Like
weird. Because they're weird, bro. Because they're weird. And this, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you how weird Cowboy Nation is. They're the same ones who be complaining about our offense being old school and not doing all this new stuff that everybody else is doing. And then we're out here doing it. And then they're the same ones that are complaining, get rid of Zeke and just make Tony Pollard as your number one running back. Like y'all don't like the old school, but then you don't like the new school either. So I don't know what a lot of these. I really don't know what a lot of these fans want. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't know what a lot of fans want. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to have this new style of offense. With this new style of offense, all have a guy like Tony Pollard playing wide receiver.
Oh, thank you, Benny. I'm glad you mentioned it. Kareem Hunt and Chubb, like two backs, coexist everywhere else but Dallas. Y'all want to make it about.
And they're not. I'm gonna give you guys a hint real quick, just so you won't sound dumb on any inbox or any comment box. The Dallas Cowboys are not releasing Ezekiel Elliott. He has like an unpenetrable contract. So it's like if you want to take a look at it, you're more than welcome to take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? But the Cowboys are not about to eat $12 million to get rid of Ezekiel Elliott, and you only got to pay him 14. And then think about this. Tony Pollard has no contract. So imagine if you eat $12 million and still have to buy food. Imagine that. Imagine if I told you you're going to pay $12 million to not eat while you're hungry, but then you still got to go buy food because Tony Pollard's not going to play for free. So guess what you'll end up doing? You'll end up paying more for just Tony Pollard because you're going to pay $12 million to say, goodbye, Zeke. We don't want you no more. Then you know what you're going to do? Then you're going to have to turn around and pay Tony Pollard because I don't think Tony Pollard's going to pay for free. Put a hell yeah in the comment box if you guys think Tony Pollard's going to pay for free.
Hell no.
I don't think Tony Pollard. And think about this. If you were Tony Pollard and you watch the Dallas Cowboys release you for like, think about this. Think about this. If you was a running back and a team told you we're going to cut Ezekiel Elliott for you, what does that mean about you?
Either you that damn good or they that damn desperate.
Okay, so think about this. What is the player going to think? The player's going to think that, damn, I'm that good. Mm-hmm. So why would Tony Pollard take less money? And then think about this. If you're Tony Pollard, you're playing on the only team that's actually played a running back in the last 10 years, realistically. Mm-hmm. Like we made a running back, one of the highest paid running backs ever. So think about this. If you were Tony Pollard, why would you want to even give them a deal? The Cowboys. And then also, I'm going to ask you a question. Which position actually makes more money? Tony Pollard's position or Deebo Samuel's position?
Deebo, easily.
I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. Robbie Anderson makes as much. Well, he's making 12 this year. You have receivers that are average that make as much money as Zeke. Think about that. Like for all y'all Tony Pollard fans, man, like if you were a Tony Pollard real fan, I'm thinking he wants to get paid, right?
He damn sure want to get paid. Like that man didn't go through all this to not get paid. And then when he's running back too, so you got to think about it. He's not going to get many opportunities to get paid.
Yes, and also I'm going to tell you guys something. Stop asking why Ezekiel Elliott takes himself out of the game. Because if you guys notice, he's the only one that actually runs into D tackles. Like, stop trying to diminish Ezekiel Elliott, his football and what he does because your football ain't up to par. Like, bro, he's running into D tackles. Of course, he's going to take himself out of games. He's running into actual football players. Like, that's kind of a different aspect of the game. Like, stop trying to diminish him, yo. The reason why he takes himself out of the game is because he's the only one out there that's pass blocking and trying to run the ball at the same time. See, Tony Pollard only has one job. Go out there and catch the ball. Go out there and run the ball. Zeke has 2 jobs. Like, he has multiple jobs. So there's a difference. So, yes, there's going to be times where Zeke takes himself out of games. You want to know why? Because he's doing more things. He's doing more things than Tony Pollard. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. When I talk about Tony Pollard, I am saying all this when I say this. Tony Pollard would be the best slot back in football. You want to know why? Because there is not a running back. There is not many running backs that can do what Tony Pollard does when he gets the ball in his hand. And I'm going to tell you this. There's not many wide receivers. Think about this. Tony Pollard, Deebo Sanders was an all-pro, right? How much money does Deebo Samuel make?
A lot.
How much is Deebo Samuel making?
Let me see.
I'm gonna tell you, if I'm Tony Pollard, I don't want to be no damn running back.
All right. So
I don't want to be a running back. Why do you want to be a running back? They don't even want to pay running backs. The NFL don't even like running backs anymore. Why would you want to be a running back? Like, why? Tony Pollard doesn't want to be a running back. He wants to be Deebo Samuel. You want to know why? Because he knows as playing in the Deebo Samuel role, guess what? He don't even need to freaking get a whole bunch of starts.
Dog. So Deebo Samuel contract was for 3 years, $71.5 million.
Now think about this. I think we can all agree that Tony Pollard's a better running back than Deebo Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
He's a better running back than Deebo Samuel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if I told you guys that in space, Tony Pollard's probably just as good as a wide receiver? You want to know why? And he's probably better because when Deebo Samuel has the ball in his hands, he's not a wide receiver. You're only a wide receiver when you're trying to do what? Catch the ball. See, that's football. You see the cuzzo right there? That's a man that knows football. That's a dude that's been coached in football. You're only a wide receiver when you're trying to catch the ball. You're a running back as soon as you hit the ground. And like Blake said, Deebo Samuels is not even looked at as a top 10 wide receiver. He's not a top 10 wide receiver. He's a top 10 player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he ain't a top 10 wide receiver at all. Not even close. He's a top 10 player. I'm going to tell you this right now. That's why I tell you guys, Tony Pollard could be he could be better. Why? Because he's better at the things that Deebo does. The things that Deebo Sanders used to get himself paid individually, Tony Pollard's better. Tony Pollard gets better. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Benny says Zeke used to take 5-yard screens for 60 yards. Well, I'm going to tell you, we don't even throw screens like that to him anymore. So stop complaining, bro. Like, bro, Benny, you're not the same guy that you were 5 years ago. Like, praise God that the people around you adapted. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
that's really more on our screen game, though.
Yeah, that's on our screen. We don't even really run. We are not effective in screaming game anymore.
Because, like, when Tyler Smith lost some of his mobility, that really affected our ability to run those screens. But, you know, like, that's really
we don't even run screens. We don't even run screens. That's why I'm trying. Like, folks are literally complaining about stuff that we don't even do. Like, when have you seen Zeke? Listen to me. Zeke had he had 2 catches coming in to last week. 2. He had 2 catches coming into this game. 2. When do we throw the screen? Like, I would love for us to complain about what Zeke doing on the screen, because that means we at least running it. Like, I can have a whole show on why we don't run the screen anymore. I have no clue. Like, listen to me. Some of Zeke's biggest plays of his career were on the screen. Y'all remember that big-ass run he did, that big-ass screen he did in San Francisco? Y'all probably don't even remember that game because we blew their ass out. We blew them out. That dude took a screen like 90 yards to the crib, bro. That just was ridiculous. Then he did the little halo into the end zone. Like, I'm just being honest with you, bro. Like, they've thrown him 2 passes. Like, they've literally thrown him 2 passes. 2 passes. Oh my God, bro. Listen, Benny, I'm gonna shut you up for a couple minutes because you just on your hate train. Everything Dak do is bad. PFF says this. Okay. We gonna let you chill out for a little bit. But yeah, man, come on, bro. We don't even run screens, bro. Like, we don't even run screens anymore. Like, we don't even run. We don't even run screens. I don't give a damn if Zeke is a natural catcher of the football, because that's a lie. Because Zeke go look at how is Zeke now. Did you know that Zeke was actually our third most targeted? Like, y'all just be lying on the internet, bro. Y'all flat out just be lying on the internet. Zeke was the third most targeted and most receivers on the Dallas Cowboys last year. Like, y'all just be flat out lying on the internet, bro. Come on, bro. Some of this stuff y'all actually got to go look at. Go look at how many passes Zeke caught last year. Like, come on, bro. We just don't run screens. But we don't run screens. I'm just being real with you. We don't. I don't know why we don't either. Well, I think Henny, why do you think we don't run screens no more?
Well, I think we can now, but when Tyron Smith was in, like I said, I don't believe that his mobility was actually letting him get out in front of him like that. So like we were having some issues. Like, but remember, like at one point we were trying to run screens, they went nowhere.
Nowhere.
Now that we have younger, a younger tackles, I can see it happening. So, Tyler Smith athletic as hell. He get all the way down the damn field. We can run screens.
Tyler Smith we should definitely start running screens.
Yeah, like right now, I would run a screen first play of the game, right? Like just watch the first play of the game. I would run a damn screen right to that side.
Hold up real quick. Royal, slap yourself. Send me, listen what I'm gonna do, Royal C King. Send me your video or whatever you said about Zeke not being a natural catcher. I don't give a damn about him being a natural catcher. Nobody's a natural catcher. I'm gonna tell you this right now. My son has a problem catching the ball right now. I've been very honest with this. My son is, listen, I post videos right now. My son's he's a monster. He's a monster when it comes to routes. Monster. But guess what? He's not a natural catching the football. Who cares though? You know what we do? We catch balls every night. He ain't got to be a natural. All you got to do is teach yourself, connect your hands with your eyes, and guess what? You'll catch the football. You know what I'm saying? At this level, bro, Zeke caught 74 passes last year, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all stop with these crazy, like these, yeah. I love y'all, but y'all irritate me sometimes, bro. Like, come on with this. Like, y'all literally find anything to disagree with. He's not a natural catcher. Who's a natural catcher then? CeeDee Lamb can't be a natural catcher then, because he naturally drops the ball, even though he's a wide receiver in the NFL. Let's go and talk about CeeDee Lamb. What you want to talk? Want to talk about for a little bit?
Not really. I want to be honest with you. Like,
no, man. What do you want to talk about? Jason Peters playing playing guard.
Hey, let's talk about our defensive line, man. They need some kudos real quick.
All right, let's talk about this defensive line, man. Let's talk about D-Law.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I need all y'all that were talking down on my guy Tank to put some respect on his motherfucking name. Y'all were talking crazy about Demarcus Lawrence, talking about he got Twitter fingers, all this other stuff. Man, that man is a dog. And we ain't even been asking, look, y'all just be sack watching. Like, y'all think if a player doesn't get a ton of sacks that they're not contributing. Y'all disregard that he's been one of the top rated run defenders for several seasons now at his position. Y'all disregard all the pressures he helps apply. You disregard his impact on the game and everything else. But he finally had a monster game, sacking the quarterback and applying pressure. I need y'all, the same folks that were talking down, talk about what he does not do. I need y'all to give him his props for this right now.
Yeah, I need y'all to put a number 90 in the comment box. Yeah, because it was definitely some hate. Y'all definitely be wearing me out, man. And I'm going to tell you this right now. D-Law gets treated the exact same way Ezekiel Elliott does.
And you know what?
I'm being honest with you. And like, listen, like D-Law, I want y'all to let that settle in on y'all. D-Law gets treated the exact way Zeke gets treated. Exact way. If D-Law could have, think about this. Not even did he have a good game, bro. Listen to this stat line. He had 6 tackles. He had 3 sacks. He had 7 quarterback pressures and 3 tackles for a loss. Bro, that is not a game. That is a career game, bro. Listen to me. If Micah Parsons was not on this team, you guys would say that D-Law took over this game. The only reason why you're not going to say it is because your heart just won't listen. You guys think you're hating by saying, listen, you're not hating by saying nice stuff about D-Law. I think some of you guys have wrapped your hands so far around Micah Parsons that you almost feel like you're cheating on Micah Parsons if you say anything positive about other players. Like, yeah, D-Law was playing good, but he was playing good because Micah Parsons was, no, bro, he played good because he's freaking Demarcus Lawrence. That's why.
Look, Demarcus Lawrence was an All-Pro before he even made it into the league. Before Michael Parsons made it to the league, Demarcus Lawrence was an All-Pro player. And look, I know, you know what? It's sort of a gift and a curse. Because, like he had the 14 and a half sacks in 2017, and they held on to that. That's really that, and the next year really was got him paid. But he's like, dog, like he's more than just a pass rusher. Like, y'all don't understand all the dynamics that he adds to the defense. And even for y'all that be watching the sacks, the man's been injured a lot these past couple of years, playing through injuries, and still being productive. So of course he's not going to have these gaudy numbers, but he's
Hey, can I
healthy
ask you
right
a
now.
question? Did Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl after he got paid?
No.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes officially fell off.
Mm.
What it is? He got paid and he fell off, bro. By sheer deduction, by some of you guys' math, Patrick Mahomes fell off.
Well, shit, if that's the case, then Josh Allen's not going to win the Super Bowl this year or next year after that either. Then, right?
I'm
He
just
got
saying,
paid.
if you really think about it, if you guys use the math that you guys use on the rest of the players in the NFL, then if that's the case, then that means Patrick Mahomes fell off then. Because Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl on a cheap rookie contract and has not won a Super Bowl since. And he got paid. So technically, Patrick Mahomes fell off. Ain't nothing you can tell me. If we're going to use that math, we got to use that math on everybody. He fell off, bro. That's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. We got to stop using the wonder stat. We find one wonder stat that they like to talk about on TV. The stat of the day is sacks. And that's the only thing that, listen to me, Demarcus Lawrence has been a world-class stopper of the run. And he's been our best run stopper for a very, very long time. But guess what, man? Man, you need something on the other side. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I am definitely, he says his production declined dramatically. His production did not decline dramatically. He was injured. Like his production did not dramatically decline.
Like think about it like this. He only played 7 games last year. He still had 3 sacks.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you guys are thinking like Demarcus Lawrence played 17 games last year. Bro, he did not play 17 games last year. Like he was
hurt. He played 7 games.
He absolutely balled week 1, bro, versus Tampa Bay last week. Availability is best ability. Okay, so then does that mean if Patrick Mahomes get hurt, he then sucks? No, stop it. Stop it right now. And availability does not mean anything in the Dallas Cowboys because we signed Michael Gallup, who has not even played. So miss me with that availability. That crap don't even exist in Dallas no more.
No, we had Sean Lee forever.
Like, bro, we paid a wide receiver $60 million who has not caught a ball on that contract. Has not. So no, availability is not the best ability in Dallas. That's not true. They don't care about availability in Dallas.
No, they only care if you good when you show up. They only care
about this. We have another wide receiver, Washington, right now, who's hurt, who's getting paid, and who's not doing anything. Availability is not. Nope.
Yeah, you let Jerry Jones tell y'all that. That man don't give a damn about that. He get rid of folks he don't want on the team for whatever reason that it may be, but it's not about availability.
Facts.
I promise you that.
But I'll say you this right here. Is what they say, y'all like to talk about what people did last year? Is he declining right now? Does Demarcus Lawrence right now look like he's declining?
Hell no. Matter of fact, hey, that contest he having with Michael Parsons is alive and well, right? Because he looked like he actually win that sack contest.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Dorrance Armstrong, y'all need to pay attention to Dorrance Armstrong because Dorrance Armstrong right now is listen, bro. You can't talk about Micah Parsons being a defensive player of the year without talking about Dorrance Armstrong. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, but he's just doing that." Okay, well, it doesn't matter why you're just doing that. You could just not be doing it too. Mm-hmm. Like, think about this. You could not be doing it too. But I know this, if you're going to talk about Micah Parsons as a possible defensive player of the year, you also got to mention Dorrance Armstrong because he is absolutely balling. Absolutely balling.
Hey, he's exceeding his contract. The Cowboys actually did well with that. They signed him to a multi-year deal. I think he's going to be signed this year and next year, if I'm not mistaken, and he's going to be playing for next to nothing. with this kind of production. If he can maintain this kind of production, like man, they really wanted that deal.
People says Armstrong and Fowler have both come up clutch. Yes, hey, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Dante Fowler was a damn good signing for the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Like listen, everybody that Dan Quinn brings in, I trust. Like at this point, like he ain't missed yet.
Yeah.
Just like folks be talking about Drake albums and stuff, talk about you don't miss. Like, that man ain't missed.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. Hey, Cavante says bump Randy Gregory. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Cowboys. This is the thing about the Cowboys, and this is why I mean, listen, Randy Gregory's in a different defense in Denver. So I think it's gonna take him at least a year. He's playing a 3-4 now. So he's actually not even playing the same type of defensive scheme that he was playing in Dallas, because in the Dallas, we play a 4-3. In Dallas, he has his hand in the ground. In Denver, he's standing up over a tackle, trying to run off and get off. That's a totally different approach. If he gets the hang of it, we'll see. That's all I'm gonna say, because there's who's to say he gets the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? But at the amount of money that they're playing him, one would like to hope. You know what I'm saying? One would like to hope. He says Armstrong, he's a solid player, but nothing special, bro. I mean, how can you say nothing special? That's a fan talk. That's fan talk. This dude has four sacks in the NFL. What are you talking about? There's something very special about this. But you're a bigger fan of Micah Parsons. That's why you just diminished 4 sacks. Even though he has more sacks, he has just as many sacks as Micah Parsons does. But you diminish him because in your mind, Micah Parsons is a star and Dorrance Armstrong is not. That's Jerry Jonesism. Don't do that, bro. It doesn't matter who gets you the damn sacks, bro. He's a superstar if he's doing what superstar does. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a superstar if he's doing what superstars do. That's just like saying Noah Brown. Okay, but Noah Brown's not good. Yeah, but he's playing really good. Yeah, but that's just because. No, bro, what are you talking about? There's a lot of receivers on teams right now that are not playing well. You know what I'm saying? That are making a whole lot of money, and they're not playing well.
Ask the Giants.
The Giants got a wide receiver making $21 million right now who caught 1 pass last night.
And dropped like 2.
He says, chilled, we played arguably 2 of the worst offensive lines. It doesn't matter, Yogi. This is what you guys got to understand. Stop being that, I'm not going to say that, but stop. Lord, I wish we'd be in the barbershop. But stop being that weird-ass fan that listens to stuff that haters say about your team.
Let's go with this.
Like
the Bengals offensive line did not even
hold up, because you're going to let some folks off the hook. Listen, stop being that BA fan that repeats the same trash that you see other non-Cowboy fans. No, we're not chilling. You want to know why? Because the Eagle fans ain't chilling, and they just beat a team that's 1-2, and then backdoored it with beating another team that's 1-2. But everybody's saying that the Eagles is number 1 in the league. Listen to me. You play who's on your schedule. It doesn't matter if they're a bad team. It doesn't matter if they're a good team. You play who's on your schedule. So if the Eagles can run their ass around here talking about they're the best things in sliced bread, and we know they've only played the teams, listen to me, the best team they played was the Vikings. Other than that, they played the Detroit Lions, who put 35 points on their ass, and then they played Carson Wentz.
Yeah, we're gonna go crazy on that board this week coming up.
Like, bro, this is the NFL. Thank you, Cavante. This is the NFL, bro. The Jacksonville Jaguars just beat a team this week. I bet you didn't take that. What's realistic is, bro, you play the teams that are on your schedule, and you have no clue what they're gonna do and what they do. So yes, we did get sacks. I don't give a damn how bad their offensive line is. Stop being that corny ass fan that only gives your team credit when they beat so-called good teams. Now stop that.
Let's go even further.
We're gonna play who's on our schedule.
Let's go even further.
Who's on our schedule?
The Bengals did not surrender a sack to the Jets. So like, hell, they can't be that damn bad. Like, they had 0 sacks against the Jets. So like, we could have been like the Jets and not got a single damn sack on that offensive line. The fact that they actually came and performed the way they were supposed to do and dominated the unit they were better than speaks more volume to what our defensive line is than anything else.
Our defense has given up how many points? We've only allowed how many touchdowns this year? 3?
3.
We've given up 3 touchdowns in 3 games.
Yeah, the fact that we sacked Tom Brady multiple times tell you what our defense is.
On third down.
That man does not get sacked. And that man does not get sacked. So that tell you what you need to know.
Facts. Hey, man, let's slide to this. I don't even think I got a picture of this dude. I got to go get him. But let's go talk. Why? Let's talk about Donovan Wilson, man, a guy who on defense that just. I want to talk about two people. Let's talk about the bad, the ugly first. Why I get this picture. Let's talk about the ugly.
What's
This
the
is
ugly?
easy. I can talk about this subject without even and do multiple things. LVE is a horrible linebacker. That's
And
that,
water is wet.
that's
Continue.
my whole spiel. Like that's my whole spiel. You know what I'm saying? LV is a horrible linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a horrible linebacker, bro. Now I mean, LVE does nothing on this offense. I mean, on this defense, nothing. Like my boy, he ain't my boy. I'm gonna stop saying that. But he covers more grass than my Gardner. Like nobody covers grass better than LVE. Like, bro, how do you have a safety in the box making more plays than the damn middle linebacker? And people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, but West Coast, it's the nuance stuff that he does. It's the nuance stuff. It's the stuff that you don't see in the stat. Yeah, you don't see it
What?
on the stat. I get it, bro. I was in this I was in a live thing a space last night, bro. I almost, man, listen, oh my god, I almost lost it. That's all I'm gonna say. But they say it's the nuance stuff. It's the nuance stuff that he does. It's the stuff that you're not seeing on the film. I'm like, on the film, Well, listen, bro. If
I
he's
saw
doing,
this man tackle his own teammate.
bro,
Like
listen
I
to me,
see that on the film.
bro. Listen to me. If he's doing stuff that's not showing up on film, he's not doing anything because the games are recorded. Okay, can we all agree? If you are doing things, and that's like when they said that to me, bro, I literally was like, Shreggy? Like what? Like what? How is he doing the nuance stuff that doesn't show up on film or stats? Bro, if you're doing stuff that don't show up on film and stats, you're not doing anything. Because everything is going to show up on a stat and everything is going to show up on film, whether it's bad or good. Everything is going to show up on film. And I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. LVE is standing in the middle of the grass doing absolutely nothing for a large portion of the game. We got a super chat from Action Pal. He says, when Curse returns, do Dono goes to the bench?
No,
No.
you know why? Because Dan Quinn likes playing hybrid defenses.
Yep.
He'll move a bunch of safeties to linebackers. It's really something that he focused on a lot at his tenure in Atlanta. You know that's why he was comfortable putting Neil there, even though he was not effective for us. You know, but yeah, like they're gonna be plenty of times you see three or four safeties on the field because that's how Dan Quinn rolls. He likes speed, more than traditional linebackers.
Yeah.
I know he had no true linebackers in Seattle, but like they were too good to take out the damn field. Where else he's been from Atlanta to here, like he's gonna run with the safety packages.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, like, you know, man, I'm gonna tell you this. The Cowboys, they literally had got to the point where they were tired of because they literally moved Micah Parsons back and they basically just stopped Micah Parsons from rushing and just put him at a standard linebacker and moved LV to the right hand side. Like, bro, he was not doing anything in the middle of the field, just doing nothing. Then, more importantly, man, the proof of the pudding that the fact that he was not doing anything is go look at Daniel Jones's rushing yards. Whose job is to stop the damn quarterback? Like, bro, who's the guy that's looking at him when he hikes the ball? The damn linebacker? Like, you know what's sad to me is like, and I'm gonna say it, man, because Jalen Smith didn't do none of this crap that LVE does, and you guys murdered him. You don't know why? Because at least Jalen Smith gave you 12, 10, or 13 tackles. Oh, they were downfield. The tackles were all the way in Mexico, though. Well, guess what? LVE's not even on the game, bruh. Like, bro, he let a box safety and a new guy just out. Like, listen, all you heard was Barr and Wilson all night. Going off, bro. What was LVE doing? Nothing.
That man played the entire game and had 3 tackles.
Bro, at middle linebacker. at middle linebacker. And the damn quarterback rushed for 9 times. So you know what that means? Daniel Jones had no threat. He had no fear of running in the middle of your field. None. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The reason why I say middle of the field is because most quarterbacks are not running on the outside, bro. Why? Because they're not trying to get killed. They're not trying to get killed. Like, I'm just like LVE, he's a horrible linebacker, bro. Like, it is time for a change. And I don't give a damn. I know he's some of y'all favorite players, but man, the Wolf Hunter's done, bro. He's done, bro. He needs it, like he needs another guy to actually tell him where he needs to be at all times because, bro, he's literally just doing this all game. And there's no defense in football that has a middle of the linebacker standing in the field doing nothing. You want to know why? Because football is still 11 on 11. And if he's not doing anything and the quarterback is throwing the ball, you know what that means? The offense has an advantage every single play. You want to know why? Because there's still 11 people on the field.
Matter of fact, he had 3 assists.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. He didn't even have full tackles. He didn't even have a full tackle. He had 3 assisted tackles at the middle linebacker position. There is nothing anybody can tell me to explain to me that he was doing his job.
Israel McQuamu, Malik Hooker, Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis,
All
Donovan Wilson,
DBs, bro.
all
DBs.
had more tackles.
And think
Matter
about this.
Donovan Wilson led you in tackles with 9.
And think about this. The sad thing about it is them is all DBs. Them is all dudes that are 10 and 15 yards away from the football. Bro, he is 7 yards from the damn quarterback. And you don't have one tackle? Not one. Playing middle linebacker, you don't have one tackle playing middle linebacker. No, bro. No. You can't sell that over here. I'm not buying that.
And matter of fact, hey,
you can't sell that over here.
I'm not going to let Anthony Moore off the hook either. He did not register a single tackle his damn self. So like I know
but he wasn't playing exclusively middle linebacker. Well, they moved him.
Yeah, but I need him to do something. I need him to do something as well. I know this is about LVE, but like we're playing a lot of defensive back and we're not really getting much from either linebacker. More so LVE, but Anthony Moore did not have a great game either. So like that's something we need to address. So like hell yeah, Donovan Wilson and Curse are probably going to play a lot if this trend continues.
Yeah, because I mean at this point right now, give me more safeties.
Yeah, they're outperforming all of your linebackers, and you can even include Michael Parsons in there as a linebacker. Of course, what he does doing as a pass rusher it's amazing, but like he doesn't really play linebacker like that. We really running 2 linebackers and safeties most of the time.
Yeah, man. So that's why I think this defense is great, but I also think that there's areas of this defense where we can improve that would really show improvement on this defense very, very fast. And it's like this defense is gonna be on the field, like they're gonna be on the field a lot. Why? Because your offense doesn't score enough. So since they're going to be on the field a lot, we have to make them better in the area that they're better in, because at some point, some team's going to be smart and just say, F y'all, I'm running the ball every play. F that. I'm not about to get hit by Michael Parsons. F y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody is eventually going to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell y'all this right here. Says Dan Quinn should have just told him, bruh, stop, just spy the quarterback. Listen to me. You couldn't spy the quarterback. The reason why listen to me. Defensive coordinators do not want to spy quarterbacks. Why? Because when you assign one guy to a quarterback and he throws the ball, guess what? That guy has no assignment. You just basically utilize that guy for nothing. And you can't do a quarterback spy when you have 7 sacks. Your freaking middle linebacker to do his damn job. Like, why does the quarterback feel so comfortable running in the middle of my field? Because you're not doing your damn job. That's why. You know what I'm saying? LVE's not a good linebacker, right? That's just what it is. He's not a good linebacker, and that's okay to say because the film actually supports what we're saying. He's not a good linebacker. Go ahead, Cuzzo.
Nah, like I think we beat this horse to submission. The horse is dead and been used for glue and everything else. Like this, I ain't gonna beat the horse no more. But yeah, man, let's what else you want to talk about, man? Because like we have more talking points besides linebacker. That's pretty much we know that's going to be a need going forward. But what else you want to talk about? You got any more talking points for us?
Shoot. I mean, what y'all want to know in the comment box? Y'all let me know in the comment box. because we've been on here for about an hour and 20 minutes. So y'all let me know in the comment box what y'all think. Any last player that y'all want to talk about. I know Quentin Bohannon played real good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm just talking West Coast. I totally agree. I'm just saying that he was an excellent and he was a non-existent in the game. How often do you think Dak changes the play from run to pass? Listen to me. I'm not going to answer that question because we don't know. So I'm not even going to assume.
and let's go for what we do know. They have two plays called every time.
Every time.
So every time, so it's always a run play called, and then always a pass play called. For whatever the look is going to dictate what they check into. So like we never really know what they do. So like even when Dak is at the line making these cadences, you don't know what's a dummy call or not. He could be doing all this stuff to distract the defense.
Like Peyton Manning said, half the time he said Omaha, it meant nothing.
Nothing. So like so it looks like Dak is doing a lot. It might be window dressing, just like when we motion a guy out, he may not really be staying there. He might just be moving to see if you're in man or zone. You might you never really know with some of the stuff with his offenses. There's so many nuances to these new school offenses. You don't know. So we're not going to even sit here and fake the funk like hell. Kellen Moore probably doesn't know.
Yeah, I do actually got one more subject because there is a contingency out there that's trying to say that Trevon Diggs was not where he was out of place or just didn't play well. I want to talk about that for a minute, man, because y'all tripping, bro. Like I'll be wondering like what game do some of y'all watch?
Okay, so let's do facts.
Like, bro, Trevon Diggs absolutely balled out last night. Like, I have to ask some of you guys, what game did you guys watch?
Listen to me.
Or do I just got to be more careful with the comments I'm reading? Maybe I just got to be more careful with the comments I'm reading. Because, bro, that boy balled out last night. He had 3 pass breakups. He had 3 He had like 3 pass breakups, 3 tackles. How many pass breakups did he have? And he had an interception. And he had an interception and he dropped 2. Yeah. Like, bro, listen to me. You are not in. If you are getting your hands on the ball, you're not in bad position. Like, you're in bad position when you're getting beat. Like, Diggs should have realistically had 3 interceptions last night. So I don't know what the contingency of people that's saying Diggs didn't play last night, but Diggs played like a dog last night.
Matter of fact, our entire secondary played good. There was not a single receiver for the Giants that caught 50 yards. The leading receiver for the Giants caught 49 yards. Like, who the hell got off? There's a guy who had 49 yards, guy who had 45, guy who had 40, guy who had 36, guy who had 20. So, like, who got off?
Listen, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to learn you guys something. My boy Stephen Haley, if he was in position, he would have gotten 3 interceptions. That's not true. Position has nothing to do with getting an interception. Position is of your body. Listen to me, if he wasn't in position, he wouldn't have been in the. If he was not even in position, he wouldn't have been able to drop the interception.
Pretty much.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm a cornerback, teaching my son cornerback. That's what I want him to be. He's a wide receiver, but I want him to be a corner. But listen, position is what your body is in. If you're not in position, there's no way for him to even get his hands on the ball. If he got his hands on the ball, he was in position. He needs to work with maybe closing his hand, grabbing, maybe pulling the ball in. But you can't say he was out of position, because if he was out of position, he wouldn't have even gotten his hands on the ball to drop the interception. You know what I'm saying?
And it's hard to be out of position in man.
When they say someone's exactly, yeah. When they say someone's in position or out of position, they're talking about their physical body in relation to the wide receiver that they're covering. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give you guys just a little learn you something. When someone drops an interception, that's not because they were not in position. It's because they ass can't catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just being real. He can't catch. And you got to be honest with you guys. A lot of DBs are going to drop balls simply because, bro, they don't really know the ball's coming until the ball's coming. Wide receivers know the routes. You know what I'm saying? Like, wide receivers actually know the route. So they're catching the ball on a respawn. You know what I'm saying?
He's not playing off the receivers this year.
He is not playing off receiver, bro. What are you talking about? He's not. He's playing off receiver. No, he's not. No, he's not, brother.
Coverage, man. I need you to go back and look at all 22. Look at all 22 for this year. Forget what you saw last year. Look at the all 22 for the last 3 games, and you tell me that this man is playing all the way off of his guys. I
Mhm.
want you to do that and come back here with a straight face and tell me that you saw that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. My son can catch, so I don't know who you talking to, man. But I will say this: catching is not a being. Catches is a process. That's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? So my son plays corner because the reason why he's a better corner than wide receiver is because he's a natural route runner. Like my son, I'm gonna tell you this right now: he can naturally get open. So it's like guys like that, you want them to play corner. You want to know why? Because they know how to read routes. Part of the reason why my son is such a good corner is because he knows the actual route. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't got nothing to do with catching. And I don't think that's funny at all at any way. I share listen to me. If I share something intimate about my family, how dare you make a point or make a joke about it? I'll block your ass about that real quick. You know what I'm saying? So watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? When I share something that's intimate about my family to make a point, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because there's reasons why we do this. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know, Trevon Diggs is not a receiver right now. The responsibility of a wide receiver of a cornerback is to deflect the ball. That is the job of a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? The job is not necessarily to go out there and catch the interception. That's not necessarily their job. That's why corners can get paid without getting interceptions, like Byron Jones. Now I know we don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I know we don't agree with it, but that's how corners can get interceptions without that's how they can get paid without interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, listen to me. Not every corner is going to drop balls. That's just how it is. Why? Because they're catching the ball off of reaction. Like they're literally catching the ball off a reaction. Go look at when Diggs catches the ball. He has a split decision and catch the ball. Like, bro, it's split decision. You know what I'm saying? It's easily the hardest position in football. You're running backwards 60% of the game. At least 60 to 70. If they pushing the ball, 60 to 70% of the game, you're running backwards. You know what I'm saying? 60% of the game, 60 to 70%, you're running backwards from a cornerback position. That's why I say, man, you have to have even the greatest corners in football. You can go find a video of Deion Sanders getting beat. I know of a play right now. R.J. Sowers beat Deion Sanders for a touchdown on left-hand side post when Deion Sanders was playing for when he was playing for God damn.
Was it the Atlanta Falcons?
No, it wasn't Falcons. It was older in his career. This is my homeboy. I know this because this is my boy's claim to fame. When they played the Jacksonville Jaguars, he was actually I want to say
Baltimore Raven.
Raven. No, I think it was a Washington Redskin, to be honest with you. I think it was a Redskin.
Deion played for the Redskins?
Yeah, he played for the Redskins. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when was it Redskins? Yeah, it had to been. My boy gonna kill me. He gonna kill me.
I'm for the Falcons.
This was his claim to fame. You type in R.J. Sowers versus Deion Sanders. That's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? My boy gonna kill me if I don't. I know he. Listen, my boy literally got this picture on his. And listen, man, if I score a touchdown on Deion Sanders, it's gonna be my claim to fame too. Hell, you mean? You know what I'm saying? My boy literally got this. My homeboy literally got this picture as his profile picture, and I don't blame him.
He said his name was R.J. Sowers.
R.J. Sowers, he Jacksonville Jaguars. He came out of USC. He wore number 81, but he was a wash. Bruh, listen, RJ, if you watching, everything I'm saying is true, bruh. Come on, bruh. Like, come on. Like, you don't, come on. He had Mark Brunell throwing the ball. I remember he told me, Mark Brunell threw the ball so damn hard. Like, what? He said Mark Brunell broke one of his fingers, actually. But that's a little bit too much of my life. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, man. Say, man, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Hey, man, it's Henry DeMoore, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that other good stuff, man. Tap in with me. I'm dropping my next article. It's going to be called The Cowboys Do Not Deserve Dak Prescott.
The fans. Say the Dallas Cowboy fans. Don't say that.
Nah, organization either.
Jerry Jones already told you that there's no discurrent, there's no issue, man. Jerry Jones said there is no quarterback competition. There was no quarterback competition at all. There's none. You know, Dak is our quarterback. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
they be throwing stones at a glass house to try to hide their hand, man. Nah, we finna get on. I'm finna get on their ass.
I heard that. Hey man, well I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen to me, man. I love y'all all that. I love all y'all. I love all y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know this is a passionate live stream. If so you guys already know. Put it in the comment box. If it's done, we're gonna talk about it. No, if it's done, we're gonna talk about you. If it's smart, we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna start saying. If you say something dumb, we're gonna talk about you. But if you say something smart, we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Real King, appreciate you guys. Neil, appreciate you, my boy. My boy Cavante said he wasn't talking about me, so my bad, Cavante. You know we go hard though. But yo, you already know Brandon Stevens, all you guys, Jamar, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys all hit that star button as you're way out. I think some of you guys didn't know Deion Sanders played for the Washington Redskins. I didn't know too until my boy showed me the picture of him scoring on him. But Deion was older. Y'all know. I ain't gonna know. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it alone because somebody gonna tell my homeboy and he never gonna leave me alone for that. So I don't give a damn what nobody say. You can't take Brad. He scored on Deion, bro.
Yeah, you can't take that away.
You can't take that away from nobody, bro. Like you scored on Deion Sanders, bro. Like you can never take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? Never. He don't give a damn how old Deion was or what number Deion was wearing, because he sure didn't have on 21. Hey, I'm a corner, so I still got to ride for my boy. You know what I'm saying? Deion, I still got to ride for the go. But he damn sure didn't have on. He didn't score on. He didn't score on 21, Deion. That's all I'm gonna say. But he did score on Deion Sanders. And that's my dog too. He know I always get on his ass too. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, hey, I appreciate everybody that watched, man. I appreciate everybody that followed through, man. You guys already know what it is, man. Never, he says, imagine being mad at the guy with the game sealing pick because he didn't catch two more. Kyle, you are funny. You are funny, Kyle. You are funny. All right, man. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.